Good afternoon, student. So we'll continue on Panda series. So till yesterday, we have discussed the different type of series index and what are the different how we can create different type of series object using arrays, using list. Then we have discussed also about the different types of index, also how we can create our index and how we can change our index value regarding this. So we'll continue with that series object only. So if any doubt regarding that, let me know once. If you have any doubt regarding this series object that already we have discussed till the part, so let me know first, then we'll continue our new topic within this series part. So good afternoon. If you have any doubt, Puneet, just tell me regarding the yesterday's topic. So I guess any issue is not there. So I can continue with today's topic. So we'll start with this series only. So till now we have discussed that how we can create different type of series. Regarding indexing, yeah, tell any question is there or not. If any doubt is there, let me know. Good afternoon, Ritraj. So regarding indexing, what you want to know? Tell. Whenever we are just taking a series, so regarding indexing or regarding index, any doubt is there? So what is your doubt? Tell please. After that, we'll start our discussion on the further topics. Okay. So first of all, one things. Let me show you. First of all, we'll create today's question. Till now we have discussed up to the few types of programs we have discussed. How to create an index by float or string both. Float and string both means your question is quite not clear. Can you repeat the question once? What is the actual question? What you want to know actually? How to create an index by float and string both? It actually does not make sense actually. What is the exact question? What is the exact question you want to know? Let me know it first. Okay, fine. Let me create one example. So create a series where same index is used for multiple data. Multiple data. This is one example. Today we will perform first. After that, we'll switch to next part. So what I mean to say, for example, just if we simply first of all let me import once, import pandas as pd, and also will import numpy as np. These two we have imported. Now let me show you one example. Simply if we create one array, just like array is equals to np dot array. Within dates, I'm just taking few numbers. Let me take few decimal number 2.4 comma 3.5 comma 5.8 comma 4.3 comma 6.8. These are the few numbers. Here 5 numbers, 6 numbers I have taken. 8 point, let me 8.9, let me take 8.9. No, our array is created. Now I want to create one series using this. So simply if we create one series s equals to pd dot series, within that if we pass our data, that is ar, and after that if we want to create one index, we can write our own index. We can write just like this, index equal to normally any type of list. Now suppose here if we do in this way, so let's see whether it is possible or not. So as I told, with the same value, same index, I want to mention index for different element of the data. So here I am taking this a index for repeated times. So let's see whether it is possible or not. That means duplicate entries inside a list. So let's see how many values are there. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 value. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 values we have to take. So 5 already have taken. Let me take few more copy of it. A I am taking, then for example I am taking C. So how many we have taken? 7 already we have taken. Let me take another B. So here I want to show that we can create a series with duplicate index entry also. Duplicate index entry. So here is the uniqueness of this Panda series, that whenever we are creating a series, that time if we do not want that index should be unique, so that is possible. Just like here we can see with a some one time 2.4 as is showing, with a 5.0 is showing, with a 4.0, with a 3.0. That means duplicate index is possible, duplicate indexing is possible. But we know that whenever we are creating one array, for example we have our array here, if we try to fetch or if we try to see with same index, we cannot see with same index multiple values, just like 0. So this element is fixed with 0 index, this element is fixed with 1 index. Index is always fixed for other data structure, but in this series by this example we can understand simply that we can have a duplicate series, we can have a duplicate index, or index is not mandatorily it should be unique, it should not be unique. Even obviously data is not mandatorily it should be unique, just like same data can be repeated for multiple, and that type of example already we have used. Just like same data I have, for example population of a city, that type of example already we have done. Let me show the example once. Just like here we have used that type of example. Here we can see this 200 is used for all the year 22, 24, 26, 28, for all year we have used the same data 200. So it is possible in this Panda series. So this is the one special type of using index. If there is no fixed thing, that it should be unique. Now next topic that we'll cover today or we'll discuss, that is series attribute. Now the next discussion topic is series attribute. Series attributes. Now what is this series attribute? For example, whenever we have used we have done this numpy. No, here actually we are taking our own index, so how it can take 0 1 2 0 1 2, whenever we are taking by default, that time it will come by default 0 1 2 in this way. But if we are mentioning the index, and if the index has the same value, means for two data it has the same index name, so this is also possible. This is the meaning. Okay, so now next question is there, series object attribute. So what does it mean actually? So when we just keep any information under a series, so few attribute we can use with the series object that can be used to fetch different type of information about the series. Means what? For example, just for example, check of example, if we create one series, just like using this pd dot series, and within this if we pass simply two value, one is data and another is index. These two part we know we need to create a series. Then this s is called the series object. This s is called basically the series object. So when using this series object or by this series object, we can have access to the different types of attribute through which we can find few things about the series. Now what are these things? One by one we'll discuss. So first we'll find what is series object dot index. About index we'll find. Then we'll find series object dot values. We'll see about it. Then we'll find about series object dot p type. Then we'll find about series object dot shape. Then we'll find about series object dot n bytes, and then ndim series object dot ndim, and then series object dot size. So in this way few things will create. And another one is series object dot item size. And last one hash names or non hash names. It is very interesting one. Hash name, NANS hash names. And last one is series object dot np. So these are the few attributes today we'll discuss. So first of all, we'll create one series, and one by one we'll discuss about it. So our next topic will be series attribute. So first we will discuss about series index. So before that, let me create one fresh series so it will be more understandable. So I'm just creating a free series is equal to pd dot series Within that I'm passing the data just like simple 100 comma 200 comma 300 comma 400 comma 500. These are the series data, and also I'm passing few index. Just I'm creating my own index loop aggregation that already we have discussed yesterday. So how we can create using value using one loop application x for x in a, let me write capital version, f b c d e up to e, because we have only 5 data. So in this way we can create one series. Let me print the series. So this is my series, it has been created. Okay, so after that now I will use one by one attribute. So first attribute will use the index attribute. So my series object name is s. So if you write s dot index, so what it will show? It will show all the index associated to that series. It will show all the index associated to that series. Next we'll discuss s dot, just like if we see value, if we write values, so what it will show all the values associated in that series. Next, if we write d type, so if we write d type, it will show the data type of that series. What will be the data type? Next, s dot, if we write shape, yes, it will show the shape. Shape means what? Here we can see that it has 5 rows. We can see here it has the 5 row. If we see this series, it has only 5 rows and 1 column. That's why it has came like a tuple 5 comma. This type of things already we have done in numpy also. Inside the numpy, when we are creating a 1D array, and it will show only the number of rows present in it. How many elements are there? It will show that things. But in case of 2D array, it will create a tuple with two elements if for a 2D array. So next function or next attribute will use n byte. So we'll use n byte. So n byte will show how much byte it is capturing. So how it is coming 40 byte, that we have to understand. Total byte, how it is coming 40. So 40 byte is coming total storage space of this series. How much storing space it is taking 40. So that's why it is telling 40 bytes. That means to store all this value, it is taking 40 bytes of space. This is called n bytes. Series dot n bytes. Another is s dot n dim. So dimension it will show. It is a one-dimensional series. It is a one-dimensional series. Next, s dot size. So what it will show? It will show the size. How many elements are there? How many elements are there inside this series? And 5 elements are there. Then s dot item size. S dot item size. So here, okay, sorry. Again, I'm writing mistake. I'm doing. S dot. Wait, let me check once. S dot contain. Okay, it is basically omitted by this latest version, I guess. Yeah, s dot item, it is there, so it will simply show all the items. It will show all the item exact bound method series. Item of A100 means all the series item size is not available. By default it is normal size, it is showing 5, so item size it will not show. Then coming hash nans or not, it is very interesting. Hash nan, it is different with others. Nan, we know that that means whenever a series contained a number which does not have any number, not a number. Now if we use hash nan function, so in that case it will check whether the series contain any nan value or not. If it does not contain any nan value, it will simply use false, and if the series contains some nan value, it will simply use true. It will use true. After the completion of this part, last one is that s dot, another is empty. So what it will check again, it will show true if the series is empty, and it will show false if the series is not empty. So here it will show false, these two cases. Now let me take another two series so that this hash line and empty will be more clear to us. So I'm taking another series, pd dot series. pd dot series, I'm taking one simple series, for example 10 20. Then I'm taking one np dot nan, comma 30. Another np dot nan, I'm taking np dot nan, I'm taking, and simply will create, if we do not mention any index, in that case it will create a general index from starting from 0 1. So now if we use snan again, for example s dot hashnans, in this case it will give me answer true, because this series now contains some nan element, or nan is present in this series. And next is empty series. If we create one empty series, let's see how to create empty series. Empty series, in this simply we pass the data type. We pass the data type simply. If we pass nothing inside it, so in that case we create data type. Sorry, here just we are passing key type equals to np dot float 64 if we write. So in this case it will create one empty series. The series is empty. Now, in this case, if we write here s dot empty empty by empty, so in this case it will give us true. And what is the question? For s dot empty, it will take data or index. For s dot empty, again, whatever you are asking, ask the question with proper sentence. Actually, it is quite not clear. For s dot empty, it will take data or index. Means what? Empty means, okay, I guess, yeah, you want to ask that whenever we are just taking any series, in that case, whether it will check index or the data. I guess this is your question. So when you are taking any series, that is an empty series, for that purpose, simply, but empty means nothing is there. When data will not be there, how it can create any index? When data is not there, simply it does not contain any index. So obviously it will, in that case, it will simply empty series and it will show true to us. Okay. So by these examples, all example, like, yes, this series attribute is clear to you. Okay. So regarding any point, any doubt is there or not? Let me know. Regarding any point regarding this, any of this attribute, if you have any doubt, uh, let me know. Okay. Also, there is one interesting few important points are there. Just like here already we have used, for example, s dot d type. If we write s dot d type, if we write, we know that it will show us the data type. Even there is another mechanism, just like these are inbuilt things. Type, if we write s, type s. So there also class pandas code series, which type of it is there. It will show pandas.code.series object. So it will say that which type of object is actually this. Just like what is the important of, for example, what is the type means. Actually, what I mean to say, suppose I have one s equal to ABCD within double quotes. Now, if we write here type of s, so it will show us what type of object it is. It is a string object. It is a string object. Regarding 2D series or whether 2D series can be possible or not, I will come later. Presently, just be in the topic only. So I guess this point are clear. Regarding the dimension, regarding the size, any if any doubt is there, then tell. Regarding size or dimension, if you have any doubt, then let me know. So let me take another series. Just for example, okay, let me copy this one only. For example, this one only. Here in case of nan, let me create some more value. Simply I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 value I'm creating, and simply if we print it, this is a simple series. It will display. Now within this, let's do some question here. For example, let's do, now you have to tell, if we write here n dot s dot, sorry, s dot item size, or s dot size. Item size is not working here. So if we type here s dot items, sorry, size, so what will be the answer? Size means the byte, how much byte it has captured. So here 10 elements are there, and so it has taken 10 bytes of space. It has taken 10 bytes of space. Next is there, if we search for ending, you know what is ending. So it is a one dimensional. Regarding 2D array, 2D type, it will come later. So it is of one dimensional, that's why it is showing one dimension. So these are the type of things we can use. Even number of bytes, s dot size, it is showing the how many elements are there. Now if we use just like n byte, s dot n bytes, and it will show how much byte it will take. Just like it is a simple calculation. 64 bit in 64 means 64 bit. If we divide it by 8, that means we will get 8 byte. So 10 into 8. Here 10 elements are there. So 10 into 8, it will come. Here it is showing. That's why 80. If you have problem regarding calculation of n bytes, again you can ask. Again I am repeating once. Here we can see in this series total 10 element is present, and the data type of this series is int64. Now int64 actually means, here I am writing the things. Int64 means actually total 64 bits are there, and that is equal to, we can write 68 byte, because 64 divided by 8, that is 8 byte. Now size is also 10, we know size already we have split. Now ultimately n bytes, if we want to find n bytes equal to size into data type. Simply size into the data type. This you have to find. So for that purpose, here if it is plain, it is coming 10 into 8 equals to 8. This is the answer. That's why this point is very interesting or important also. Try to remember the things. Okay, so this is the thing. Now another things I will use, again I have to use the nan one. Let me take that nan example. uh, Here is the nan example. I am taking its out. With the nan, let's do some work. So I will know that if we just simply check with hash nan function, so it will show us whether it is true or false. That means whether the series contains any nan function, or sorry, nan value or not. Now next, what we can do, we can use another function here, or another attribute here, just like series dot, if we simply write count function, series dot count. Now what it will show, it will show us that here count of 0 to 10.0 means each element it will show. This is the count once, and another count method is there, so it will show the number of items. Here number of items that are not nan, means which are not nan value, that it will show. Here we can see 10, 20 and 30. These three values are there that are actually not nan. So if we use this s dot count, it will show us 3, because it has total 5 element. Out of that, 2 nan element are there. Total 3 element are not nan value. But simply if we write here s dot size, in that case it will show 5, because it has 5 element. Out of that, that means 5 minus 3, 2 element are nan element and 3 element are not nan element. Again in the same way, if you use bound method, is nothing, that is a internal method use of it. N of s, so again it will show 5. The total len is the inbuilt method, in inbuilt library method that we know inside the function. So this is the thing. Now today I will share one activity, simply one question in Google Classroom. Based on this, all the type of attribute, and obviously I will share few notes up to this point. So based on that, you will have to do one simple question. You have to solve that question. So do these things, and also obviously send in the Google Classroom back answer. Next week we'll discuss regarding that question. Then I'm just closing the session here. If any doubt is there, let me know. More doubt is there regarding today's topic. regarding today's topic. If you have any question, just let me know once. So today I will assign one problem to you. Try to solve it and send in the Google Classroom only. And I will check it once. And I'm just closing the session here only. Thank you.